Hi guys, I got breakfast. I got an egg, some salami because I always gotta have some salami, and then I also have kiwi. I don't even know if kiwis are in season or something, but I went to Trader Joe's yesterday and there was a bunch of kiwis, so I decided to get some. And I've also decided that kiwis are really good and I probably should eat them more. That's my breakfast. I've been trying to just stay consistent with making myself good breakfasts. I haven't skipped breakfast since probably like May, which is really, really good for me because I used to skip breakfasts all the time. And this is just one way I can care for myself and make myself feel better because it really helps prevent me from overeating during the rest of the day, and especially overeating sugar because I tend to do that. But yeah, my breakfast. Today I wanted to talk about leading a more private life and why I've chosen to take a step back and why well, in general, I don't think I share that much, but I'm trying to share even less now, and why I think it can be really important to take those moments for yourself and give yourself privacy, because I think we live in a day and age where everything's shared and there's this extreme pressure to perform for everyone, you know, and you can do it so much easier now because you can post anything you want online. You can make it very much known how you're feeling, what you're doing, what you want to do, and I think it can distract from the actual growth itself. And why I say that is because every time I like tend to do something that I find impressive, or I make a statement, even I just have like, oh, I have a dream, I want to do this, I always feel the need to share it with someone because I want it to feel real. I want someone to be like, oh my god, you're so cool, that's awesome. But it often takes away from what made it so good in the first place. Sharing big dreams with people can often just put more pressure on it, and it's that it hasn't necessarily happened yet, so it's like now it's not just you hoping it's happening, it's other people also have this narrative of you in their mind and they're expecting you to do this thing. And that's why I think it's important to let your actions speak louder than your words and to honestly disappear for a little bit and show up when the product's there, when it's clear. You won't have to say anything because it'll just be there. Your work will have paid off and people will see it and you won't have to flaunt it. I think it's very easy to get into a spiral of comparing and just doom scrolling and looking what everyone else is doing and wanting to be doing that as well. It's important to recognize the stage in the life you're at. And for me, I've kind of realized, okay, I'm in a slow spot. Things aren't necessarily happening for me. And it's hard because I have made a conscious decision for months and months to just be consistent and not falter and to not fall into things that I know will not serve me in the long run. And it's not the path of comfort. It really isn't. It is the path of lonely nights and awkward social situations because I'm choosing not to drink, and just a multitude of honestly loneliness. And it's really, really hard, and I want to show the world, and I want someone to understand that I am doing all these things, but I think I get so wrapped up in what other people are thinking and perceiving that I forget that it's honestly at the end of the day all about me. And it's going to be harder to accomplish those goals if every single time something good happens I feel the need to take it and show it to someone. It's like that quote goes like, the reason your garden is struggling to grow is because every time a flower blooms you pick it just to prove that you have a flower. And I think that literally applies to like almost everything, where we can get so wrapped up in just proving ourselves that we actually forget the real meaning is to focus on our own self and to build these things silently. So if you're watching this, I mean, probably not. And that's part of the reason I'm like, should I even be making YouTube videos if I'm trying to be more private? But for me, I think YouTube is one of the things that I'm keeping private. No one in my life knows that I've filmed or post any of this. Barely, literally, I have like 3 subscribers. Like, it's just like, you know, if you are watching this, I hope this is helpful, and I hope you find some peace and some advice, but I'm not really posting it for anyone else, which is really refreshing, because a lot of the things I feel like I have to do are for other people, and this is just for me. This is a place where I can sit down and just talk about how I'm feeling, and just, you know, put it out into the world in a way that maybe it'll reach someone who needs it, but it won't, you know, get to the hands of someone I'm trying to prove myself to. But for me, I privated all my playlists on Spotify, and I archived my Instagram highlight, and I don't even have that much. I don't have TikTok. I don't really post on Instagram that much at all. I only downloaded it like a couple months ago. But there's so many little ways we perform too as well. It's like trying to appear louder, trying to flaunt the things we've done in front of certain people. But I'm trying to just reframe it. I wrote down a list, I think, kind of like New Year's resolutions, but more so just kind of a game plan to survive until May, because I'm really just trying to get done with my senior year. But it's kind of just it's a layout of what I need to do, and one of the things is I need to do one cool thing a week, one adventure that I really want to do, and I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm just not going to tell anyone. I'll tell maybe my parents if they ask, or my best friend, but I'm not going to post it, and I'm not going to tell random people at school, because to be honest, I don't really have too many friends at school, and I've kind of just accepted that. But I'm trying to really prioritize only real connection and not just the appearance of not being alone, because it's so easily to just like, I'm just going to sit with these people because I don't want to be sitting alone at lunch, but these people are not really serving me, and these people aren't actually bettering me, and I'm not actually gaining anything from this, and there's no real connection, and I'm just kind of sitting there just to sit there. So I'm trying to do less of that, and I'm just not going to explain myself to people. I already don't really, and I think it honestly shows. I don't think a lot of people understand some of the decisions I've made and some of the things I've done, and I'm trying to just fully put the next few months especially into just myself, and I'm going to work on myself and not tell anyone, and I'm going to disappear for a little bit. I'm just going to disappear, and I think it'll be really beneficial. I think it will, because I've done this before. I'm very good at this. I'm very good at being alone. I'm very good at disappearing. I'm very good at focusing my attention inwardly. And I think it's just really committing and staying focused on the things you want to do. Write a list. I've decided I wrote a list for the next few months, and then every single week I write a smaller list of things I need to do that week that will help me get to those goals. Because we often set really big goals, and those are often the most unachievable, especially when we don't set miniature goals in between. So set miniature goals every single week that will result in a bigger goal being met. And yeah, just internalize instead of externalize. It's very, very easy to seek comfort and distraction and other people and connection. But sometimes you really just need yourself. Sometimes you really just need to lock in, literally just lock in for yourself. This kiwi is very good. So, I think that's pretty much the whole video. Wrapping it up, I think I think it's important to lead a more private life, especially during certain moments of our lives. And yeah, don't be afraid to appear certain ways to other people, because it's just a perception. The only perception that matters is your perception. And the truth is most people are not perceiving me. Most people do not care. That's also one of the things. You tell people these things, it's like they're probably not going to care, and if they do, they're going to care like way less than you do. You're just kind of giving parts of yourself away to other people who aren't even going to know how to hold these things, you know. You're the only one who can hold these things. You're the only one who can make these things happen, and remember that and practice that. Yep, that's about it. I think I'm gonna go to the gym today. Work on my arms. I think it's arm day, yeah. And maybe some abs. I'm not sure yet. But that's the plan. And I'm gonna eat this really good breakfast. I think I'm hanging out with a friend later. And yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Back to school tomorrow. Not looking forward to it at all. But you know what? I just need to stay focused on the bigger picture and not all the little things in between, because in a year, none of this will really matter.